It's Britney, bitch. I said it's Britney, bitch. No, I'm kidding.
So shut the fuck up. What's up, dog?
So
What you doing?
it's streaming.
Shit. We're also chilling like a villain. I'm sorry.
Mm.
I know the feeling. Okay, is that
Oh my goodness, chat! I literally forgot to fucking set up my my camera because look how it looks. So I configure the video, go to camera control, exposure off. Then I go to my ring camera, boom, 10 times more better. I don't know why it freezes at times, but I don't think it's really noticeable. But that's just how it is. Do I even have my? Oh no, it's this. Um, we're gonna get set up with watching someone else's stream. Ah, fudge. So I hate. Okay, so we're gonna go. What the hell? Should I share you? Okay, we're gonna watch. I don't know who the fucking watch. Cause I'm hungry and I need to eat my food. I need to eat my food. Oh nah. You know what? We're gonna go somewhere else. Wait. We're gonna keep my channel. How come I can't? What the hell? I can't mute it. Whatever. On YouTube. Um, YouTube, and then the first to send meet Haley character gameplay trailer. Let's check this out. Damn. PS4? I didn't know this game was for PS4 or Xbox One. What the fudge, bro? All right, let's check this guy out while I eat, and then we'll get. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Mega roll. 4 rolls in.
They're great. This article went up. I wanted to talk about it because I've seen this sentiment echoed across many different individuals and outlets, and it's for whatever reason, specifically in response to Concord. And I don't know why Concord is getting the special treatment, whereas other games like Suicide Squad, nobody was really giving them crap. Maybe it's just because Concord is more polished. Maybe I think is perhaps why. But anyway, let's see what they say. They basically, the title of the article is "The Eagerness to Grave Dance on Unpopular Games Has Become a Bad Habit." And they say Concord's low turnout has led to the usual jubilation over the prospect of seeing a big game fail. And we'll get into this in just a second. But basically, at the outset, I just want to be clear. I agree that it is unreasonable to like go after individual devs. I think it's unreasonable to really like root for a game's failure before it even comes out or before previews are out or reviews are out. I think that's cringe, bro. Like, I think you should give every game a chance to succeed. But I think some people misunderstand that and interpret that as, oh, every game gets a chance to succeed, therefore you shouldn't be critical of any games. And that's not what's being said. For a game like Concord, we saw the game, we heard it described, we looked at all of that, and we felt that it was lacking in quality, well, specifically variety. We felt that it was a very poor value proposition. We felt that it didn't do enough to distinguish itself. The cast of characters was really uninteresting, blah, 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 blah. So we saw it, and then we moved on from there. We gave it a chance. It's just they didn't do enough. And so then people were like, this isn't going to go well. And when it fails, I think there have been some celebrations that I'll talk about in just a second, but I don't think any studio certainly is entitled to people's money, entitled to their purchase, entitled to their praise, or certainly entitled to their silence, not mentioning how lackluster something is, compared to the competition. Sony Hero Shooter Concord launched late last week, and its Steam concurrents haven't yet topped 1,000. Whoops, I actually pulled up a new tab. What are the player numbers at right now? Do we even want to know? Real quick in chat, what's your prediction? 200. Nobody look it up. Real quick. Oh, man. It's way worse than I thought it would be. It's way worse than I thought it would be. Oh, God, dude. Granted, it's a Wednesday, but this line, let me do a quick little science thing for you, okay? This line is going enhance. Okay. This line, normally you would want it to go this direction. This line is going in this direction, which the technical term for that is bad.
Very bad. Makes me not want to stream the game anymore.
So
I can't even return it.
To say it's not performed well is kind of an understatement. It's way worse than anybody thought it would be. The dramatically low turnout has already earned it the title of the biggest flop of the year on social media. I don't think just on social media. I think mechanically and financially, I don't know how you could argue otherwise. Like Suicide Squad, at the very least, I think some people were estimating. There's some of these sites, they were estimating that they made millions, like probably 60, 70 million dollars on all of it. Charts, yeah, like somewhere in here, I think somebody was saying, an analyst was saying, these estimations are usually conservative. So if you go even like 200,000 copies on Steam alone, 200,000 copies on Steam, that's still, I mean, granted it was $70, maybe some of them were on sale. Let's say the average price paid was like $55. That's still like 11 million. By some accounts, they sold 2 to 3 times the Steam amount on PlayStation. So they could have taken in $30-40 million when all was said and done. Concord, on the flip side, has an estimated count of, and this could change, but if we go even kind of conservative leaning, so like 15,000 copies sold, 15,000 times 40. And again, like Warner Brothers said that Suicide Squad represented roughly a $200 million loss. So they estimated they spent around $250 million on it. Concord The entire studio was bought, and then it took them 8 years to make it. So by some accounts, they have spent between $200 and $300 million on Concord. So it's not even like a matter of social media debate. Like, they have lost so much money on Concord. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's another one of those instances where if I, as a YouTuber, make a single video and make a single dollar from that video, I have technically made more profit than Concord has across everything, because they've lost so much money. They're so in the red that it's not even close, which is just sad that someone like me can make more than a game that has $200 million behind it. So, and if you caught any of the discussion on Reddit, TikTok, and other platforms over the weekend, you mostly saw people gloating, posting screenshots of SteamDB concurrent charts and tacking on a general dunk, or claiming it rules that we can all see a big game fail. That jubilation over Concord's low turnout, it apparently cracked the top 50 bestsellers on the PlayStation Store of the weekend, though, derives to some degree from an I told you so sense of justice. I would question, though, what else is on sale on the PlayStation Store over the weekend. Maybe pre-orders for Star Wars, but other than that, like, I can't really think of anything else big that's coming out. Black Myth Wukong, I guess, is a good one. I guess, so it cracked the top 50, but I mean, Black Myth Wukong is one of them on there. I don't know what the other 48 would be, so it's not like there's a lot out there. But anyway.
Jesus.
Got a passion for planes? Consider Universal Technical Institute's Airframe and Power Plant Technician Program. Built for aspiring pros who want to train for a career in the aviation industry. Aim high and learn more about opportunities at uti.edu.
Why do couples choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
I sleep great now that my side's as firm as my heart desires.
My heart desires soft.
Sleep Number does that.
I'll be right back. I need to throw some stuff away and get another drink. Ah, my glasses. Okay, we're back. Got myself a Shasta.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James H. Anise, and today we're looking at Prey, released on Hulu in 2022. Prey is the fifth entry in the Predator franchise and serves as a prequel to the previous films. It trades in muscly mercs for Comanche warriors who play cat and mouse with a primitive Preddy boy on the Great Plains. While I think the first three hypermasculine Predator films have a lot to offer, each in their own unique way, the stripped-back tension of Prey is a refreshing reinvention of the franchise's formula. As a kid, writer-director Dan Trachtenberg liked Predator, but thought it was missing something: an on-screen depiction of Billy's last stand, as the Native American character went toe-to-toe with the Yautja. Trachtenberg, who directed 10 Cloverfield Lane and The Boys pilot, isn't of Native descent himself, but he was guided by producer Jane Myers, a member of the Comanche and Blackfeet tribes. She helped him hire an almost fully Native cast and many Native crew members, who kicked off production with a pipe ceremony. This elevation of Native cast and crew went all the way down to production assistants to help train rising talent in the film industry. You can hear more about how awesome this is in our podcast episode about Prey, where we were joined by our friend Joey Clift and we all wore silly little hats. It was fun. Let's go ahead and say a quick prayer for the dying.
Did somebody say reindeer?
Oh my God, Santa! No, I said prayer.
Oh, well, you know, tomato to reindeer, as I always say. Hey, bet you're wondering what I'm doing here.
Momo, thank you for the
I
follow,
have a gift
and
for you.
thank you for,
Ooh,
enjoying the
gift of
streams, but
education. Thanks to our sponsor, NordVPN. Did you know that during the holidays, you have to be extra careful with your cybersecurity?
Oh, yeah, definitely, Santa. Because there are things like man-in-the-middle attacks, where people use
if that conversation goes into
That's right,
promotional
Did you know
services
how to
and
prevent
GFX
these attacks?
designs for
I sure
emotes
do,
and
Santa.
stream
All you
overlays
gotta
and
do is
whatnot.
look up HTTPS and the lock icon in the address bar.
Honestly,
Then you
I
can
don't
site
know. I don't
secure.
know.
Or you can also use a VPN to
For the
encrypt
people
your
who
data.
follow me, I don't
Well,
know.
aren't you a wise one? You know what? You're going on my secure list.
how many of them will just message me
I know.
or just tell me to add them on
Good boy.
Discord
Now, tell me what else you
for
know.
them to end up telling me like, the one message that they send that to dead giveaways, like, what have you been doing to
Incredible!
get your channel out there? I'm like, oh, yep, that. Once I see a message like that, I'm like, nah, they're gonna hit me with a, they're gonna hit me with a promotion, with the promotion of
break into your house in order to get your
getting my channel out there by paying like $20 and whatnot. Like, nah, dude.
Well, that's all for me. Always
Thank you for the follow, and thank you for, you know, for the nice comment on my streams, but, you know,
Like I look familiar to you? Anyway, you can secure your
I don't
info at
really
nordvpn.com/deadmeat.
take it as
That
a
URL is
serious
the best
thing
deal with
because,
not only a 30-day money-back
you know,
guarantee, but also 4 extra months of service
you could
for
just
free.
chat with
That's
me on Twitch.
nordvpn.com/deadmeat.
But yet again,
4
if you
free months when
offer
sign
me
up.
another
Hey,
a
who's asking
promotional
to interrupt my
service,
transitions?
or
All I wanna do is get
yeah,
you
like
kills.
promotional services and stuff that include like paid emotes and overlays and stuff like that, it's gonna result in instant ban on my Twitch. And I won't do it on Discord either. Like, I'm not gonna message someone who just followed and doesn't really fully interact. But even if someone follows me for that long, interacts with me, and then they throw me a you know, a paid promo or paid
It's 1719
emotes and stuff, and I don't know you that well, I'm gonna respectfully decline,
Careful, girl.
because
Go out like Robert Baratheon.
I
After
did
freeing
that
her
I
big
did
boy
that like
Suddy from a
twice
bastard bear
before,
trap, Nadu spots some fire in the sky. It's a bird.
and they sent me
It's a thing.
back
Oh,
a,
wait,
like
no. It's a title
a
card.
literal
Nadu thinks that shooting
emote
star was a thunder bird,
or
legendary
a profile
creature in
picture
Native American
that's
folklore. She
literally
takes
a
it as
basic
sign and is
design
ready for
that
her cut to Mia, a coming of age
everyone
person who
has.
proves she's a worthy warrior.
You really think you're ready?
And I paid $20 for it because I thought the person was legit.
You want to hunt something that's hunting you.
After
Nadu
that,
wants to be
I
a
was like,
hunter,
nah.
like her hawk
I don't
eye
even
older
use
brother
the
Tabe,
profile
but their
picture at all.
motto
I
will
fucking
prefer
deleted
she put
that.
her efforts towards medicine. Leave the fighting to the boys.
So I
A
only
really cool long
I'm
walk
only
that
gonna
shows
do it
off
from
the
people
Comanche
that
cat, where all is not well.
I trust
Both a
and
boy
people
named
that I
Pooh
know
was
for a
dragged
long
away by
time.
a mountain lion. Nadu decides to
I already
tag
have
along
one
with the
person
young
in
men to
mind,
track
and
him
it's like
down.
my own
She meets
family member,
resistance,
so
but Tabe stands up for her, saying Nadu's good with medicine and can track the kidnapping cat.
You have to find that cat now.
I will.
I know. Because you have to.
Suddy ends up being the goodest boy of this boy trip when he helps them track down the injured Poohee. Suddy was played by a dog named Coco, who had no previous acting experience and was adopted for the movie 2 months before shooting began. Coco's breed, the Carolina dog, directly descends from wild dogs indigenous to the time period, another strive for accuracy. Apparently, Coco was, quote, a little bit of a hot mess.
No, come here.
But damn, is she one cute good girl. Nadu proves her mettle with some makeshift medicine that keeps Poohee alive while cooling his blood. Tabe leaves to hunt the lion and tells his sister to take the stretcher back to camp. But she thinks there's more than a big kitty out there, since she just found some freaky footprints and a freshly peeled snake. Earlier, a newly arrived
Also,
predator watched a
I
series
just
of
realized that you following me is another dead giveaway, because I've seen people follow me and then, you know, talk about the game and everything, and, you know, we have same interests because of the game I'm streaming. But you following me and then telling me that and then throwing out your Discord stuff, like, nah, bro. Another dead giveaway.
Want to see Lex hook up with the Pred Man. Nadu ventures back to warn Tabe about this hypothetical foe, but he's too deep in the den to listen.
I'm sorry to sound like a dick, but even if you're not here, that just proves it more.
To play it slow. Tabe backs up his sister so she can prove herself.
When the lion comes, you tell that thing, this is as far as you go. No more. This is it.
Tabe prepares a meaty morsel as bait, while Nadu and Paka prepare an ambush in the trees. Paka talks smack for a bit before a cat gets his tongue, killing him off screen and forcing Nadu into single-player mode. She holds her own for a bit, but gets distracted by an alien observer, causing her to fall and get knocked down for the count. Nadu wakes up next to her mother, having been carried all the way back home by her brother. He's gone ahead and slain the lion by himself, earning him respect from his elders and a brand new title. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new war chief of the tribe, Tabe! Nadu's still convinced there's more dangerous game in the wilderness, but Tabe tells her she's not ready to track it down on her own. Like many a rebellious young sibling, Nadu is determined to prove her brother wrong and heads into the wilderness with her partner in crime. Prey is full of beautiful landscape shots with untarnished nature as far as the eye can see. It was shot in Alberta, Canada, on the Stoney Nakoda First Nation Reserve. Nadu's actor Amber Midthunder cherished the experience to be around tribes similar to her own.
I'm a Assiniboine Sioux, or I'm Lakota, Nakota, and Dakota, so my reservation is in Montana, but I grew up in New Mexico. So the tribes down there are not anything like my culture, because I was raised still like with my culture and with my traditions and stuff. So to be shooting in a place where the people there have the same or like similar culture to me was like such a huge gift.
Trachtenberg and cinematographer Jeff Cutter aimed for a naturalistic lighting so they could, quote, let the beauty speak for itself. For night shoots, they'd mostly light the cast with their own torches, though for some wider shots, they'd brilliantly add LED strips to add more definition to their faces. Nadu upgrades her axes with rustic rope and goes about gathering intel about the mystery monster. The classic fluorescent predator blood was made by combining glow stick juice and KY jelly. Talk about a wild night. Nadu discovers a field full of skinned bison, and at first you might think it's the Pretty Boys doing, since the Meowcha always seem to have a flaying fetish. But Nadu finds the butt of a cigar nearby, and everyone knows Predator more of a hookah guy. This slaughter was because of non-indigenous hunters, much like the life near extinction of the bison. Predhead's still on the prowl, doing more research about the food chain. He picks a fight with a wabbit-hunting wolf, who tussles hard enough to earn the honor of a signature spine ripping. This sequence was added late in the schedule and filmed near Los Angeles. The Rocky Mountains in the background are digital effects. The Predator pockets the pooch's skull as a souvenir and re-camos before leaving his little hunting cave. While tracking the Predman, Nadu walks into some mud that's basically quicksand, #1 danger in Kid Brains and Sega Genesis games. In the nail-biting scene, she just barely manages to pull herself out before becoming a mud mummy. She washes off by a creek where she discovers a big brown bear. I know some people complained about the CG animals in Prey, but I don't think they look bad. And besides, it keeps real animals from having to be on set. No one wants to be on set. It sucks. VFX Studio MPC created the animals and more than 600 digital shots for Prey, working under VFX supervisor Chris Uyedi. A busted bow attracts the bear's attention, and Nadu is forced to take cover inside a beaver dam. Before the bear can turn her into a Leonardo DiCaprio, it's baited into battle with an invisible foe. The cloaked predator makes grisly work of the bear, gutting it while holding it overhead. Fuck yeah! A terrified Nadu nopes out of there and rides the river to greener pastures. Nadu's played by Amber Midthunder, though there ain't nothing mid about her. She's the perfect person to tell the David vs. Goliath story Trachtenberg wanted to tell, in contrast to the Goliath vs. Goliath story of the original. Her audition involved a physical obstacle course element, and she wound up doing many stunts on her own, like going down this actual ice-cold river. But it wasn't just her physicality. Midthunder had to be emotive, too.
We prepared a scene in English and then Comanche, and then he asked me to do it without words.
Oh, nice.
He was like, I don't know, this might be really weird, this might be really bad, but don't say anything, but do the whole scene.
Obviously, she killed it. Her face acting is phenomenal. Back on dry land, Nadu runs into a group of Tabe's friends who have been out looking for her. She tells them about the thing that looked like a monster and killed a bear. They're total buttheads in response.
How come it didn't kill you?
How come it didn't kill you? She refuses to go back home, intent on tracking down the predator, but she's rebuffed and battered by the band of boys. Balls. Nadu's tied up and disarmed, leaving her vulnerable when the group hears a familiar clicking sound. They'd probably shit their pants if they could see that classic Preddy vision. Well, actually, that looks much better than it used to. Technology! A guy named Wasapi gets targeted by a trio of lasers, which in the other films would normally mean a blast from a shoulder-mounted plasma caster. But this is the first Predator film without that trademark weapon, because these lasers instead lead to a Boromir's worth of arrows. This Predator's working with earlier versions of their well-known weapons. That's because, as we finally see, we're dealing with the so-called feral Predator. This mofo wears one of its trophy skulls as a freaking mask, since the filmmakers wanted to make him scary again, and the old Predator mask had become too familiar. Aside from just a couple of shots where he's played by Kyle Strouts, Predator's played by Dane DeLegro.
Dane, you are our Predator.
I am. Not a good pickup line.
Dane Dane had played basketball overseas before becoming an actor, and he threw himself into this role, doing all the stunts and motion capture himself. He's so far the shortest actor to play a Predator, at only, big air quotes there, 6 foot 8 inches. For comparison, original Predator actor Kevin Peter Hall stood 7 foot 2.5 inches.
Damn.
During the ensuing fight, Nadu dashes out to retrieve her weapons and free herself from her ties. The Predator delimbs one poor soul before brutally decapitating him. His buddy tags in for a tenacious toe tap, but he's quickly shown he has no legs to stand on. There, fella. Take a little log nap. Nadu flees into a nearby field where Itzy, the last member of the hunting party, is hiding. He shushes her in a nod to the original film when Mac told Dylan to STFU. Nadu saves the guy from a homing headshot, but the Predator catches up and pounces on the archer, tearing him up in the tall grass. Nadu reaches the forest on the other side, but gets caught in a bear trap, just like Suddy did earlier. The defenseless Nadu provides little sport for the Predator, so he decides to pass her by. We've seen them do that before with unarmed children and, pregnant chicks. But Nadu's still fair game for this gaggle of French fur trappers, the ones who set the traps in the first place. Oh man, hope they're not psycho killers.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle fait?
Not crap. She comes to from that rifle butting in a cage inside the trapper camp, her head ringing and her ankle looking all kinds of nasty. She notices one trapper, credited as Big Beard, smoking the same kind of cigar she found near the bison, exposing these merry campers as the perpetrators of the massacre. The Frenchmen have an Italian interpreter named Raphael Adolini, who had actually made an appearance in the 1996 comic Predator 1718. Raphael reveals he can speak Comanche, Nadu's language.
You are Comanche, yes?
Of course, to us, it sounds like English, since the dialogue from Nadu and her tribe is delivered in both English and subtitled Comanche. 2 months before Prey's release date, Hulu greenlit a full Comanche dub, so the cast re-recorded all their lines in Comanche while the movie was still being edited. The Comanche dub of the film is available to stream on Hulu, and is the first feature film ever available in the language. Meanwhile, all the French is left unsubtitled, putting audience members who don't speak that language in the same position as our protagonist. It turns out these Frenchies have also encountered the Predator. When Nadu refuses to tell them what she knows about it, they bring out a secret prisoner, Tabe, whom they captured off screen. Big Beard tortures Tabe by slicing open his chest, an intense inverse of Billy's pre-Predator warm-up in the original film. The trappers string up Nadu and Tabe as bait in this Silent Hill-looking valley of dead trees. 2 trappers act as lookouts on the ridge, but fail to notice their friends getting diced up behind them during a just-off-screen Predator attack. One of them manages to run into the valley, only for a javelin to straight up rip the skull straight out of the guy's head. Goddamn. Nadu says the Predator won't attack her since it doesn't consider her a threat. Tabe says that's bullshit and admits he was only able to kill the mountain lion after she weakened it, which she did as she fell. Her confidence may be restored, but Nadu's still worried they might be outclassed.
I don't know that this thing can be killed.
Tabe reassures her it can with some Schwarzenegger swagger.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
What's great about these nods to the original
is
that they don't feel forced. Actor Dakota Beavers really makes that line his own. This was actually Beavers' first acting role, and he didn't realize it'd be so big. He was told he'd be auditioning for a minor character. Despite the starring role, Beavers, like his co-stars, did many of his own stunts, and kept it secret when he injured himself to keep production rolling.
There's a scene where I'm kind of laying horizontally with the ground, and I pulled an abdominal muscle really bad. So that was actually really painful, but I didn't tell anybody. Just for that same reason. I wanted to do it all if they would let me.
The Predator uncloaks for an awesome hero shot, only to trip on a bear trap. How embarrassing. The Frenchmen take the opportunity to net their quarry, but the Predator, y'all, you're gonna have to try harder than that. What follows is a truly kick-ass scene of Predator domination, and I don't want to count these kills wrong, so I thought I'd bring on the expert. What up, Dane?
What's happening? Dude, this is crazy. I feel like this is like meeting my childhood hero. This is unbelievable. I can't believe I'm
thanks,
here.
man. This is crazy. I'm meeting the Predator.
Thanks for having me. I'm meeting the Dead Meat James right now. This is crazy. Unbelievable.
Dane is so tall, we had to stick him in this back corner just to fit on camera. Because, like, if you come over here...
Out of frame.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah.
Can't do it.
Oh, man. Thank you for bringing the mask and
combi stick.
Yeah.
I took them off my mantle next to my TV, and here they are. They had to be in the video.
Hell yeah, they did. All right, dude, why don't you take us through these kills?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, to start off, I murder these 2 trappers at once with an overarching stab from my wrist blades. Then take out my net ball and absolutely mince this guy to pieces.
Hell yeah, you do, dude. And you finish off that quartet of kills by showing a dude what happens when he brings a knife to a bear trap fight.
Next, I go on a 300 style slow-mo killing spree, hacking and slashing 3 fur trappers like it was just another Tuesday. Like it was a Wednesday when we shot that. And then after flipping a hatchet back on a 4th guy to kill him, I use my badass shield to lop off a 5th dude's tree topper.
I love this next part, man, when one brave asshole tries to straight up shoot you.
Yeah, it doesn't work. The musket ball ricochets off my mask and back into his face.
So this whole burnt glade sequence was shot in a forest made by the production designer Carl Lindstrom, right? Using about 100 trees?
Yeah, took us like 2 weeks to shoot that, and they pumped so much fog into this field that you couldn't see anything at all. We shot in the middle of the day. It was like 96 degrees, but it felt like early dawn in the morning.
You literally blocked out the sun with fog.
Yeah, I heard someone said that there was like a helicopter that came because they thought there was like a forest fire or something. But I was too busy killing people. I don't remember that.
Yes, you were, man. So, and thank you for coming by to help me count those kills.
Well, thank you. It was a pleasure committing them for you.
All right. Have that on video now.
I appreciate that.
Bye, Dane.
See ya.
Pretty Boy gets tired of grinding XP, so he decides to end this excursion with a new toy. These Flayshot discs were practical creations that were then animated by the VFX team. Trachtenberg considers them a precursor of the nuclear wrist bomb. Big Beard wisens up and runs away from the floating death discs, an instinct severely missing in his compatriots. They're dispatched off screen with some screaming and a laser light show. Nadu uses her noggin and frees herself and her brother with a nearby bear trap. The siblings decide to separate, with Tabe leaving to wrangle some horses, while Nadu heads back to the camp for her dog, who was captured by the trappers earlier. Nadu sneaks her way back into the trappers' camp, stopping Red Pirate Roberts here from turning this into a John Wick movie. We get an awesome fight scene, during which Nadu scores 4 kills herself, 1 brain skewering, as well as 1, 2, 3 death blows from her hatchet on a string. Damn, Nadu, you should patent that thing. She frees Suddy and then patches herself up, which the Predator is also doing back in the valley. Just put a little band-aid on it, buddy. It'll be alright. Prey's version of the Predator was achieved through a combination of a practical costume and a little bit of CGI. The practical effects were headed by Tom Woodruff Jr. and Alec Gillis of ADI, or Amalgamated Dynamics Inc. These two and their company have done so many movies that have been on this show. Notably, they've been with the Alien series since part 3, with Woodruff donning the Xenomorph costume on various occasions. Here, Dane's wearing a heavy-duty mask and latex suit. The head was sculpted by Joey Orozco, who also did the Wolf Predator in AVP. Thing weighed about 11 pounds.
Oh my god, that thing is huge! You wore that on your face?
Oh yeah.
He even trained his neck for the weight with a thing called the Iron Neck. It was heavy because of all the servo motors needed to manipulate the Predator's facial expressions. The 2 main animatronic heads they used had 27 motors in them. Adding to the discomfort, Dane's head is actually in the Predator's neck, and he has to look at the ground to make the Predator look forward. So he couldn't hear anything except the motors, and couldn't see anything except the ground.
The only thing I could see was the bottom of the jaw. When I roared, it would open, so then my vision would get smaller.
He literally had to follow trails of sticks on the ground to not run into anything. Predator's body, meanwhile, was sculpted by Orozco and Andy Bergholtz, who created the foam latex suit by casting it from a clay mold. When it got wet, it could weigh up to 60 pounds. Not an easy thing to endure in the 90-degree Calgary summer they shot in. Dane was probably much more comfortable when he shot in the motion tracking suit used for the camouflage shots. Finally, the VFX team, led by Ryan Cook of ILM, did some minor digital augmentations, like adding flexibility to the Predman's fingers. You know what they say, it takes a village to raise a Yautja. Nadu is surprised by the arrival of a freshly delegged Raphael, who offers to teach her how to use a gun in exchange for medical attention. The gun he gives her is the same pistol given to Danny Glover at the end of Predator 2. Nadu gives Raphael the same medicine she used earlier on Puhi, which also lowers the user's body temperature. That means he's able to fly under the radar when the Predator arrives with its heat vision. Nadu takes note of this, for she is studious and she is smart. Unfortunately,
Hella studious.
He becomes a Preddy floor mat, causing his possum playing to suddenly become very real. Predator turns his attention to the barking Suddy. Man, this dog cannot catch a break. Thankfully, Tabe is here to save the day by demasking the Predator, revealing one ugly motherfucking face. Tabe rings around his rival while Nadu observes that Predator's arrows follow its mask's laser aiming. Her brother manages to land a heavy spear blow, then lays into the alien with the same arrow over and over again. Ha, yeah, Pred man, I'd get the fuck out of there too. Nadu wants to dip as well, but Tabe says the predator needs to be stopped.
This is as far as I go. No more. This is it.
He completes his Billy arc and sacrifices himself to fight the alien aggressor. It's a foreseeable but still heartbreaking fate, especially since he uses the last of his strength to buy his sister time to escape. It's a tough break for Nadu, who goes down to the river to wash away her blood, sweat, and tears. She awakens later to see a familiar face, Big Beard, who managed to survive the Valley Massacre. She gives him a big surprise with a big rock and chops off one of his legs with a folding blade she yoinked from the Yautja. She leaves Big Beard with an unloaded gun and takes some of her chill-down medicine, ensuring that when the predator arrives, he won't see her. All his attention will be on the Frenchman. He quickly decapitates Big Beard and collects his furry face as a trophy. That gives Nadu the chance to hit the alien with a pistol shot to the back of his head. She steals his mask, setting it up on some rocks for later use, then lures the predator out using Big Beard's leg as bait. She manages to get the drop on him and even tricks the Predster into chopping off his own arm. Y'all predators really gotta watch it with them weapons, man. Nadu nearly loses her head to the retractable shield routine, but recovers and rips off one of the predator's mandibles and stabs him with it. Holy shit, Nadu, you're metal as fuck. With a little assistance from Suddy, Nadu trips her opponent into some muck, revealing they're in the same bog she almost drowned in earlier. With the predator inching towards her trap, Nadu stops speaking Comanche and starts speaking Dutch.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Do it.
Come on. Do it. Do it!
We see that this is where she set up Freddy Boy's helmet, and that she's determined to follow her brother's mantra.
This is as far as you go. No more. This is it.
When the predator fires an arrow at her, it follows the laser tracking and is returned to sender, putting down this one alien invasion. Nadu celebrates her victory with a war cry. A glow stick covered Nadu makes her way back to camp, the predator's head editor clutched in her hand. She shows them Raphael's pistol and warns of incoming danger, and the movie ends with her mother looking on as she's declared the tribe's new war chief. How many people were laid to a rustic rest in this unplugged predator movie? Let's find out and get to the numbers. Oh, Dane, quit fooling around, man.
I'm sorry, dude. I couldn't help myself.
That's all right. Hey, I'm actually feeling kind of tired. Could you just, carry me to the numbers?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That shit's funny, bro. Okay, we'll do like a few games of Concord, and then we're gonna head over to Wuthering Waves, and then I'm gonna stream the First Descendant as well. I didn't add that in my titles for Kick and Twitch because I was so unsure, but then I would have to fucking wake up in the morning either way, or just, yeah, I would have to wake up because I have to take my mom to a funeral service. Apparently one of please don't feel sorry for me. I didn't know my own family member. It was my aunt's grandchild that passed away. So I didn't know him at all. Apparently my mom did, and yeah, she's gonna go to the funeral service tomorrow, and then I have to take her, and I have to wait for her, which is, I was like, yo, really? And then I have an interview for Amazon tomorrow as well. Well, basically later today, from 11:30 to 12 in the afternoon, and I really want to go to it. So yeah, I mean, I'll see how shit goes tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Bummer part is I have to go to work on Sunday at 11 in the morning.
We have received a message from the Free Gunner crew, Dark Cutter. It's an intimidating name. Dark.
Oh my god, Star Child. As much as this game gets a lot of hate, like I said, I'm still gonna be playing it because I I spent $40 on it, and I wanted to return it and buy it at a later date, but I didn't know fucking Steam's refund time was 2 hours. I literally had like nearly 4 hours already on the game. And I was like, yo, what? So they denied my refund, and yeah, just I just have the game now. But it doesn't really matter to me, I guess. Let's do rivalry. If there's no matches found in rivalry, we'll do brawl. But I'll be right back. I need to throw all this stuff away. I also need to take a quick restroom break, so I'll still leave the game looking for a match. I'll be right back, guys. I'll quit the matchmaking since. Yeah, since it's literally not finding a match at all. Audio, music volume. Alright, I'll leave it at those settings, but I'll be right back, guys. I won't take long. Wait, what the? I had the world's smallest spider in front of my secondary monitor. Weird. Okie dokie, I'm back. Okie dokie. We're gonna try Brawl. If there's no matches or hardly any matches in Brawl, then that'll be it for Concord, you know?
Come on, let's go!
Mm-hmm.
No fancy rules here, just crew versus crew. Oh my god. What?
What the fudge?
They got a sniper!
Sure. I got Roka and I forgot what the sniper's name. I forgot her name, like dead ass.
Oh my god. I'm hurt bad, help!
Damn. The soldier dude. Ooh, they got him.
You got played. Grenade!
Where's she going? Oh my god, like, did he throw that grenade like right on me or just behind me? Because shit.
Sniper! Need help! Ow! Chill, I need to heal. Need a sec to heal.
No! Fuck! I didn't know there was a fucking hole right there, bro. Oh, that was so stupid. If I would have known, I would have never fucking dodged right there.
Need heal.
What?
Danger! Moving my tail here.
Damn it, you're lucky you have two guns, bro.